Hi guys and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Superbike 22. It's round 3 of our BMW career mode, it's Superpole time, and it's also race 2 here in Estoril. So here we go then, still on pole position. We will bring our efforts to the Superpole session and away we go. It's a decent start. Bautista got a better start and so did Toprak to the left hand side. It's almost a carbon copy of what we've seen in race 1 just yesterday, but Jonathan Ray squeezing us. Oh, that's a moment and a half for Jonathan. Toprak takes over at the front and Garrett Gerloff in the podium positions once again. What a start to the Superpole session. Wasn't expecting it to be that dramatic to start this one off. Wow, Jonathan Ray, what a blunder. He didn't half ruin that one for all three of us. I'm still in the podium battle, Bautista behind, but where is Jonathan Ray? Where is race 1 winner? Cannot see him anywhere on the timing sheet. And once again, guys, if I've not said it already, if you want to see race 1, check out yesterday's video. But for now, we've got the Superpole race and race 2. A little bit wide there for Parabolica, unfortunately giving Bautista a sniff of a possible overtake, but he didn't take it. So, SCQ tyre and the D4 front, I believe it is. We're going to have to try our best to attack Garrett and the other Yamaha with Toprak here right now. Look at that change direction. Oh, massive contact with Garrett Gerloff there. Wasn't aiming to do that. Just a little bit too optimistic going into the change of direction. My brother bumped him again. Not enjoying this experience, is he, old Garrett? So apologies to the American ahead of us. So back to the right hand side. We'll be able to calm down a little bit as we bring on the power. As I drop it down to power setting 2, hopefully to get enough slipstream to attack Toprak on the brakes. Can we beat Toprak on the brakes? It'll be oh, we're going for it. Hard on the brakes. Classic block pass. Brilliant. Exactly what I was looking for. Now it's going to be power setting 2, hoping we can hold back the world champion. The #1 plate for a reason is on that Yamaha. Oh, and speaking of which, look at his front tyre. Whoa! How did he not go down then? Toprak pulling all sorts of magic out there as more contacts made and more contacts made. Goodness me, we're giving it everything in this Estoril Grand Prix. I was unable to acquire a victory here last time with the Kawasaki last season, but I am hoping this is a possible Grant territory, an ace area for us to take over here in Estoril. I love this circuit, absolutely adore it, and I do think this is the best possible chance we've got of winning here in Estoril. The Superpole race, of course, usually goes well when we use this SCQ tyre. There is Toprak. I think he might be having a lunge into the left here. No, pretty good. Quite calm, quite relaxed from both of us there. Garrett Gerloff still in there. There's a yellow flag. No indication of who it was, as Garrett Gerloff has now inherited second. Oh, never mind about that. Toprak fought back. This is what we want. Let the Yamahas infight. We will just focus on the objective. The objective today was to become the top BMW rider. I think we're going to do better than that. Could be a possible 12 points on our championship challenge, as we are the fastest man temporarily. 66,000 of a second quicker goes Axel Bassani, but where is the number 47? I don't see him on the left-hand side of the standings there. I'm not too concerned about that then. Let him put the fastest lap times in. No worries. No, not a problem. No points for fastest laps here in Superbike. Toprak in second. He's about 0.2 of a second behind. I don't like the fact that Alvaro Bautista has decided to move himself up to third. Rather, the Panigale V4R stayed well away from us. The only Ducati in the top 8 as it stands. Bit of a surprising stat for you there. So now on the brakes for the left-hand side for turn 6. We are on the penultimate lap and Toprak smells blood. That Yamaha is closing in fast. Oh, smoke screen deployed there. Oh, getting caught on the sand. That wasn't in the script. What was I looking at there? Goodness me. Just a little bit too eager. Toprak goes to that deep line. Does he have the inside? Oh, we've run it deep ourselves. It's going to have to be a defensive line into turn 10 and beyond. Oh, speaking of Bassani, the fastest man on the circuit has gone down. Jonathan Ray's there in 7th. No Scott Redding either. What happened to the number 45? I've not seen him anywhere. And as the graphic says, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying this content. So, we are now starting the final lap. We've played it safe. We've been using Power Setting 2. The SCQ's looking a bit rough. But we now have an opportunity to use Power Setting 3. This could be a mistake. We've been using Power Setting 2 all the way through there. And the rear tyre has got nothing left. Is Power Setting 3 going to chew the hell out of the SCQ? Or are we going to hold it together and take home another victory of the season? The last time we were victorious was last time out in Assen in the Cathedral of Motorcycles, and I absolutely adore that track, and I really wanted to get more victories. But here in Estoril, one of my favourites on the Superbike calendar, this could be a dream realised. Here we go, turn 5, still looking promising for us. We're ahead on the previous lap time, which is always a positive as we go into the difficult left-hand side for turn 6. Cameraman getting good shots in there on the left-hand side. As Bautista, he's not giving this one up. Oh, it's another smoke screen. Got to stop doing that. Getting too close to the outside of the circuit. But we now go to Orella for turn 7. We'll go into the difficult tight apex for turn 8 here. I'm going to stay well away from that rumble strip to the left there. If you watched the first race, then you know. But if you didn't watch it, then no, I guess you should go and watch it. It's right after this one, or not before it. But Bautista, 3/10. I've just seen Toprak and their name change just a moment ago. I think we've got the job done. This is going to be 12 points to ourselves. 12 crucial points. And we will be starting the second race of this weekend, crucially, from pole position. We take another victory. We're on Dreamland here in Estoril. So quick recap then, ladies and gentlemen. We did take the victory here in Estoril. Alvaro Bautista in second here in the Superpole race, and Toprak finishing in third. Just a sniff away was Garrett Gerloff in fourth. So now for the final race of today's video. This is race 2. We wait for the red lights to go out and away we go. Decent start on the M1000RR, but yet again, Bautista's start is phenomenal. I just cannot stop them. Going into the first corner, Toprak is late on the brakes. Who else would be late on the brakes? The last of the late breakers, Toprak Razgatlioglu. Take a bow, ladies and gentlemen. You know who it is. What do you expect at this stage of the Grand Prix? But I'm going to try and pull my own Toprak. That's not going to work. That's not a Toprak. I guess the aggression was there, the ambition was there, but I'm not quite Toprak going into the difficult left-hand side. But oh, we do get ahead of Bautista. The left-hand side favouring as well, opposed to the right-hander of Lamy for turn 3 a moment ago. Right then, we are where we want to be. Behind Toprak. Power Setting 3 at hand right now. Probably going to change that down to 2 sooner rather than later so we can save the rear. And yes, I mentioned in yesterday's video that I would take a gamble with the SCX. And we have. Took a gamble with the D4 and it won in the previous race, but I didn't feel it would last the distance. So, SC1, SCX are the tyre combination. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I completely flummoxed my line. I've done that a few times now this weekend. Got to improve getting the change of direction. I feel like I can brake like I do a MotoGP, and then when you get that close, you quickly realise these are steel brakes. You cannot be braking like you do in MotoGP when you're using these bikes. Massive amount of contact that could have been avoided there, but if I wasn't so damn eager. So, on the brakes, do we get Toprak again? We got him yesterday. Not going to happen for this time. In fact, we got him in the Superpole race, weren't we? So it's just a couple of minutes ago if you watched the entire race. So now to the right-hand side. Still running the same electronics. I'm still using the high-mass brake disc. It's the big change for me this weekend in Estoril, and it seems to be working a treat compared to what we used in Assen, Aragon, and any other Grand Prix. Even the winter testing we did there as well. All with the other brake disc. So now to the right hand side using Power Setting 3. Hopefully we'll have an opportunity to outbrake the world champion. Not close enough. I guess we are the world champion, aren't we, because we won the last season, but you know what I mean. This is the world champion of Superbike 2022. So now to the right hand side. This is a great opportunity for you to subscribe, because I don't think you're going to want to miss the next couple of corners. This is where contact seems to be keeping suing. So is it going to happen here? Ooh, a bit of a weird moment on the M1000RR there, but good entry going into turn 9 and then to turn 10. Yellow flags are out. Seems to be catching a lot of riders out this weekend, especially that very difficult Gancho corner. We've seen Toprak almost lose the front there just last year. Looking forward to the Estoril Grand Prix this season. So, it's going to be deja vu once again. Toprak gets across the line. The M1000RR is in pursuit as who's the fastest on the track? It's Toprak, but by a smidge. 34,000 of a second, and I cannot outbrake the Yamaha going into turn 1. I guess it's not necessarily the Yamaha we can't outbrake. It's the man on board it. Toprak Razgatlioglu. Who cares if it's AI? It still rides like Toprak. Unbeatable on the brakes and very tight to the apex we went there this time, and that seemed to pay us off until we brought on the power. The SCX has the speed right now, but will it last the distance? It's a bit of a gamble, I won't lie to you, but it does feel better than the SC0. And the SC0 was a gamble, but it paid off towards the end of the Grand Prix, so a lot to be desired here and a lot of questions and no answers. I guess that's how Superbike 22 goes quite frequently, as the heart rate monitor is beginning to increase. 131. That's when you know I'm getting into it. That's when you know I'm giving it everything. To be quite honest with you, I do give it everything most of the time here in Superbike 22. It's only MotoGP 22 where I can sort of take a rest and unwind a bit. Same could be said for Ride 4, I guess. But here in Superbike 22, the AI is just too good, man. Too strong. It's so good to have battles like this where I am pushing to the limit. We might have a small reprieve on the straights here, but I think it keeps it fair. Because I can drop down to power setting 2. The AI do not drop any power. They are on power setting 3 with no tyre wear throughout the entire duration of the race. So I think it's fair if we do it that, aren't we? But here we go. Fastest man on circuit is the man on these screens. The number 11. Oh, Toprak. Oh, what on earth was that? That was brazen. Forthcoming from Toprak as he abused the track limits. He's pushing me off the circuit here. He is not giving this one up without a fight. Toprak is in the prime position to regain that lead. I'm going to give it back to him. Oh, this is tough. I thought he was going to come back up the inside for the curve of VIP there, but he didn't go for it. I think we're good. Coming out of the VIP corner now into turn 5. We're a 1/10 of a second clear from the man who's holding the number 1 plate. And there he goes again, up on the inside. It's cool. Oh no, not Bautista. Not Bautista, not him. Alex Lowe's is there as well now. Heart rate's going to skyrocket in a minute. That has really cost us though. Really did not want Bautista or Lowe's or Vandermark or Gerloff or anyone behind getting involved with this scrap. Toprak's played it well here. I'm going to have to try and fight back on Alex Lowe's sooner rather than later. Through on the Kawasaki. Oh, Lowe's! Oh, terrific! Absolutely fantastic retaliation from my compatriot. The fellow Brit giving us everything here in Estoril. But that has made my life incredibly difficult. 5/10 of a second is Toprak pulling away from us here. I'm getting caught on the green here. Need to use power setting 3, or at least a bit, just to stay in range of Toprak across the line. No one improved the lap times, understandably. Howard lap time dropped dramatically. We lost a whole heap of time. There's Lowe's massive contact going into turn 1. This is good for the championship. We're ahead of Bautista. This is really all that matters. Bautista's pulling away in the championship, and I don't want him to get too confident. Clawing back in on Toprak. We're not getting away. Cannot afford to let him get too much confidence. Oh, Lowe's. He's pushing me. He is really pushing me now. Don't push me too far, Alex. Otherwise, I'll have to get aggressive again. So now to the left-hand side for turn 6. The Yamaha still in the lead. 25 crucial championship points could be going to Toprak's championship charge. Heart rate monitors depicting red again. It's gone high. Beats are going as Toprak is still in charge of the Estoril Grand Prix. 3 laps remaining once we cross the timing line for the 5th time. So here we go. This is nerve-wracking. I need to use power setting 3, I reckon. Toprak's just getting away. He seems to pull away from me here in this final section. It's going to be an improvement on the lap time compared to what we did in the previous lap. We've really got back into it, actually. Thought it would take us a good few lap times, but look at Toprak. He's pulling away a bit. Use the power setting 3. Across the line. Still no in changes, no improvements as we got back into the 135s. One bit of contact and we lost a massive amount of time, but speaking of losing time, being too aggressive, being too eager into turn 1 is a negative. We're going to be losing time to the man ahead of us. So now on the brakes for turn 3. I've got to be honest with you guys. Second place is not a bad position for me to be in. We're ahead of Bautista. Lowe's is secured third for now. It's not really the end of the world. What I can't afford to do is throw this to the scenery and give up 20 points. Granted, it's not a massive amount of points ahead of Bautista, who's going to be finishing in 4th, but it still adds up. Points make prizes, ladies and gentlemen. And we do have Misano coming up next, a Grand Prix that I absolutely adore. So who knows what's going to happen. We won all 3 races in Misano last season with the Kawasaki. Can we do it with the BMW M1000RR? That would be something special. We've been in contention for victory in pretty much every Grand Prix, really. Didn't do too bad in Aragon as well, probably my worst track here in Superbike 22. But I tell you what, I think Toprak's got this. Bear in mind we are on the SCX. This tyre was not meant to go the distance, and I don't think it can. I might have to accept this here. There's no shame in accepting defeat against the Superbike 22 AI. Across the line we'll go in a moment. I have a feeling that Toprak's putting in a good lap here. He certainly did. 27,000 of a second faster than our lap time from earlier. Your world champion is showing what he's made of here. World champion doing champion things in the penultimate lap here in Estoril. We're down to 0.8 of a second. We're pretty good in the first split. We seem to close in a lot. And surprisingly enough, when I was doing the qualifying, it was turn 1 and beyond, that first sector, I was actually losing time. So to see us actually gain time here means I've improved a lot. So I'm happy about my performance here in Estoril. Those lap times still aren't as good as what I used to be able to do with the Kawasaki though. Or at least not when I'm playing online. I used to get really into it and I used to chuck in some good lap times. Need to spend some more time and get back to it. But I do feel we've still got a good balance with the bike. But I think this is going to just be a second place well deserved. It's not over yet, of course. Never say never on the DrAce channel. But you have to see it. You say it as you see. A bit like Roy Walker in Catchphrase. Say what you see, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a Toprak victory if all things stay the same. I'm not too stressed at the moment. I'm quite calm until I seen Bautista in third there. Goodness me, Alex. I thought he was going to hold him off. Needed him to hold him off. Not going to take that many points away from Bautista now, but here we go. Across the lane. Is this going to be another spectacular lap from Toprak? It wasn't, or at least it must have been close to, because we're still losing time. It was a 35.440 for us. So a pretty good lap time for this stage of the Grand Prix, especially with the SCX tyre. I think we've given it everything today. I think from yesterday's race 1, the Superpole win, and now a second place here, I think we're doing well. So 5th, a 1st, and a 2nd. Not a bad weekend, all things considered. And yes, yesterday we did have the long lap penalty to deal with. What would have been if we didn't make that mistake going into Ganzhou? Or at least before that, from Irella, we actually made that mistake, didn't we? So plenty of fuel remaining. I probably should have moved up to power setting 3 earlier, but I don't think we could have contended with Toprak. That 135.2 at that stage of the Grand Prix was a response that I wasn't expecting. Strong performance from Toprak. And this second place is not quite out of distance for Bautista yet. Is he going to appear on our screens in a moment? A would-be lunge? Not happening yet. I'm just putting the pressure on myself here rather than anyone else. So here we go then, into the final couple of corners. The S's have been tackled. Turn 12 has been tackled. The Ayrton Senna corner is now under tackling. Toprak's going to win. I tell you what, he's done a stellar job. Look at the SCX. You can't even bring the power on. There's nothing left for the rear tyre. Toprak takes the victory. We finish in second, and Bautista holds on for third place. So there you go then, guys. Recap of the top 16 finishes here in Estoril. Toprak finishing top spot. He actually set the fast lap of the race there, the 1:35.191 on the final lap there. Goodness me, Toprak. We finish in second and Bautista finishes third. So regarding the Grand Prix weekend, we actually lost 4 points to Alvaro Bautista. Toprak takes the identical points to the winner of the Grand Prix weekend. Jonathan Rea finishes in fourth. So look at the championship standings. It does put us into second place, but we are 32 points behind the number 19. 52 points behind is Toprak, and 55 is Michael Ruben Rinaldi. Constructors' Championship seems to be going the way of Ducati for now, but who knows what we'll see for the rest of the season. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. If you really enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing, and even consider becoming a member of the DrAce Pit crew. Thanks for watching, and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.